Here we go. Welcome back to Asinine Radio, a weekly podcast where we talk about music, and, well, that's pretty much it. So, let's go!
This is Asinine Radio. This is the weekly music podcast where every week we get into our Fearless Beer Review. We get into the vinyl stuff we picked up, stuff we've been listening to this week. That leads into the songs of the week. And then we round it out with some new music and other happenings in the music world. My name is Tyler, and way out there, hundreds of miles away, is Jeff. While you're listening, go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars. Follow us on all the social media at Asinine Radio. Subscribe to us, tell all your friends. And that's all I have for the boring intro. So let's just drop right into our Fearless Beer Review. What do you got this week, Jeff? Go.
I haven't really gone out and got a lot of beer, so for whatever reason, I don't know how it was still there, but I have a Pliny.
Woo, boy.
Yeah, I got a Pliny. So tonight's a Pliny night. Tonight's a good night.
It's a good night. How the hell do you have Pliny left?
I don't know.
Because I brought out 2. I brought out 4, and we drank them while I was out there.
Yeah, drinking back to back.
I forgot we did drink them back to back.
Yeah, bougie bitches, back to back, baby.
And then right back to the Bud Lights.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so you have a Pliny. Good for you. Good for you. So I have a new beer from a local brewery, Brewery X. This one is called the Very Hoppy Caterpillar. The liquor store near me always has the new Brewery X's because I live right near the brewery, so easy distribution for them, I guess. And this is a IPA, West Coast Series, 7% ABV. It's a play on the Very Hungry Caterpillar, that children's story when we were kids. Remember that book?
Of course I do.
Yeah. So it has the little caterpillar on it, but with hops as its body instead of its normal caterpillar body. So yeah, it's cool, man. It's a cool little, I don't want to say throwback, but homage, I guess, to it.
A little bit of both, I guess.
A little bit of both, yeah.
Sure.
So, I mean, I'm excited to try this once again. Brewery X, they tend to brew really good beer, so I'm ready to start drinking. I'm ready to get this going and have a good time. So, you ready?
I didn't. Hold on, I haven't opened mine yet.
Oh,
I just realized I have my bottle opener up here. I don't have a glass.
Oh my God! So I guess I'll talk a little bit more.
Now I can't even open it.
My Very Hoppy Caterpillar pours a nice golden yellow. Some good bubblies in there. Not too much. Doesn't look flat at all. Good, decent head on top that hasn't dissipated yet. So it looks pretty good. Pretty good. No floaties. I don't see any floaties. So yeah.
Oh yeah, look at this Pliny right here coming in hot. Wish it was a blind pig, but that's all right.
Pliny's better. I don't make the rules.
Oh yeah. Okay, now I'm ready. Here we go.
You ready? Here we go.
Oh, good thing.
All right, Jeff. So let's give our thoughts on our beers and then rate it based off of our world famous 3-point rating system, where 3 is a perfect beer, 2 is a good beer you're going to continue to drink, 1 is a bad beer but give it a shot, and 0 is a drain pour. So what do you got on your Pliny that you haven't already said before?
I know. I was like, Pliny's becoming like the beer of the pod here.
Seriously, and you don't even get it out there.
I know.
It has to be smuggled out to Arizona. Cross the border with that shit.
So yeah, if I haven't said it before, it's good, it's great, it's fantastic, it's consistent, it's everything you want from it. I don't know.
I don't know, Jerry.
Said it once, said it 1,000 times.
So what do you give it? A perfect 3 out of 3?
I give it 2.9 just because I think Blind Pig's a little bit better.
You're exhausting. That's what you are.
All right. Well,
it's a 3 out of 3. Pliny the Elder is a 3 out of 3.
Well, if everything's perfect, then like nothing is perfect, right?
That makes no fucking sense.
If everything is perfect, then like what makes it all perfect? If everything's great, then
Not everything
great.
is perfect.
Well, you
That's
give
the
everything
thing.
perfect scores.
No, I don't. I rarely give out a perfect 3 out of 3.
It's not even Halloween yet, and you're fucking handing them out like they're candy. I don't understand.
I
Got
do like how more people are starting to adopt our 3-point rating system. More specifically, friend of the pod Ryan, who was so against using the 3-point rating system, but he's been doing it lately. Have you noticed in our group chat?
Of course, 'cause that's the only way to me to respond. And because he wants to skip the middle ground of like, I don't understand your rating system. I don't get whenever we do that. So he skips that part just so we can start talking about how we rated it.
That's true. That's a good point.
'Cause I don't understand the other rating systems. The only rating system that makes sense is the 3-point rating system.
That is correct. And I will argue with anybody about that.
But as friend of the pod Phil has pointed out, it's not really a 3-point rating system. It's a 300 point rating system because we give out decimal points. So
But it's
we're
still
essentially-
not. That's still not a 300. That's
because we're rating things essentially 0 out of 300. 1.75 is 175 out of 300.
oh, that's true. Okay, yeah, you're right. Oh, that's annoying. Phil, why do you do that shit? Don't ruin this for us. Anyway, 0-2. My Brewery X beer, the Very Hoppy Caterpillar. This is good, man. This is a good IPA. This is it has the right amount of bitterness, the hoppiness, not malty. It's smooth as hell. Oh, this is a good beer. This is a good, well balanced IPA, West Coast IPA. So good on you, Brewery X. I'm gonna give this a 2.75. 2.75 out of 3.
Okay,
This is
not
solid
bad.
stuff. 7%, and this is brand new because this was just added to Beer Advocate on August 2nd. So what is that? A week ago or like 2 weeks ago almost. But so it's brand new. No reviews, no ratings yet on Beer Advocate. So no Raul this week for me.
All
But he's
right.
done plenty, and we've read his reviews before, so we don't need to revisit that unless you really want to.
I don't.
Okay.
Only for new stuff.
All right. So 2.75 for me, 2.9 for you, and that's all I got for the Fearless Beer Review. We good?
That's it. That's all. Yeah.
Okay, that's the end of the episode. Thank you all for listening.
Have a good night.
Let's get into the vinyl stuff we listened to, some new stuff we got this week, and like I said, that leads into the songs of the week. So what do you got this week, Jeff? Go.
Just going through, not really backlog, but stuff. I don't know. It's stuff in my collection. I really bought any vinyl except for subscription stuff, and some stuff came in today, so that'll be for next week. But
actually, before we move on, do we want to talk about the thing?
yeah, we can talk about it now. Because
All right.
if we talk about it
So-
now, then it for sure has to happen.
Okay, well, let's talk about it. So we got very, very big news from Jeff. What's going on? What's happening? We've been hinting at it for a little while now. What's going on? What are you
Yes,
doing?
Some friends of the pod caught on, but there will be a new record store in the Phoenix, Arizona area, and it will be a record store run by yours truly. You can't see me, but I'm putting 2 thumbs towards myself. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
A new
So
record store.
Check it out. They have the Instagram. And what's the name of the record store?
It's called Desert Grooves. Desert Grooves Records, and it's honestly, ChatGPT was our friend with this one. It did a lot for us with our name and a lot of our menial website tasks. And much like our boy Chad Colchin, we jumped on board with the ChatGPT, and it helped out. It really did. So that's where we got Desert Grooves from, was ChatGPT.
Okay. The logo too, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Just thinking of like the most generic kind of record store logo you can possibly think of, and that's what we got. It looks like a bot account, to be honest. Like the genericness of it all it kind of looks like a bot account.
yeah, I guess maybe a little bit.
Yeah, September 1st is our expected grand opening date, and then we'll have our Discog store open at some point. So, friends of the pod, reach out for some mad hookups.
Yeah,
And then,
exactly.
I don't know. See
Yeah,
what
and
it
also
does.
go follow on Instagram. I think the handle is just Desert Grooves, right?
Yeah, we also took Desert Grooves Records because some other record stores around here have been getting hacked, and by hacked I mean like fake accounts. So Stinkweeds is a record store that's been around for a while, but they had an account. Their account's called Stinkweeds, and I think they have another account, or the hacked account was called Stinkweeds Records, and they were posing as Stinkweeds and looked the same. And so we just took Desert Grooves Records. Nobody could pretend to be us.
Very nice. Very nice. So yeah, go follow on Instagram, Desert Grooves. I know you guys have already posted a couple things already. What's coming out on September 1st. Some good stuff. Some stuff I contributed to the store too.
Yeah.
Gave 200-300 records.
There was
the store?
a lot. There was
good stuff.
There's some goodies in there. I kept something too.
What did you end up keeping?
I kept the chili peppers.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. The one that I kind of regret giving away.
It's
or
pretty
given to you.
Good. Yeah.
Oh boy. Well, yeah. Check it out. We're obviously going to promote it on this podcast because why the hell not? And but yeah, go follow it. Support local record stores and record stores in general. Keep this shit alive. So if anybody's in the Phoenix area, go check out the store. It's going to be sick.
Stop by. Come say what's up. I say what's up. You say what's up. We'll say what's up. What's up.
If you ever wanted to meet Jeff,
yeah,
you can go meet him in person. He'll even give out autographs too, pictures maybe, a couple selfies. So
I'll do whatever you want. I don't care. There are no rules.
Oh shit. Okay, cool. So, like I said, we'll talk about it more in the future episodes. But let's get back into it. Let's get into vinyl, I guess.
Yeah,
right?
Vinyl. Vinyl's the big thing here.
So the vinyl stuff. So everything that we talk about on this episode, if you want to listen along to what we're talking about, there is a playlist, a Spotify playlist in the description of the episode, because we no longer are allowed to play songs on the podcast. So follow along if you want. The playlist is there. So what do you got this week, Jeff? Go.
So the first thing I did was I listened to all my Velvet Underground stuff, and so I have all of them except for the one.
That last one.
Yeah, that last one. I have Nico. I have this one, White Light, White Heat, and then Self-Titled, and then Loaded. And I went through all of them. And so this week I really connected with Sister Ray, and then also just the album White Light, White Heat. That's not my favorite Velvet Underground album, but this week kind of just hit me a little bit harder. This is their 17-minute epic. It is perfect. It is unreal how great this song is. There's so many different parts of this song that are just bonkers and fucking weird, and they just doing their own thing that just no one had really done at this time. And this is not even like 1970 yet. So this is pretty good.
It's something. Yeah, it's 17 minutes. The last I did listen to the whole thing. Yeah, the last 5 minutes is just a lot of noise. Every once in a while I would drop into back to that folky thing, but yeah, there was a ton of noise on this song. It wasn't terrible though. It really, really wasn't terrible. But I mean, I have the one Velvet Underground record, and I'm good. I don't ever need anything more from this band because they are overrated.
You have the self-titled? Whoa! Self-titled. Oh God! Let's ask what you have first, and then get into that horrible comment that you just made. So you have their self-title, right?
Yes, I do.
Did you buy it new, used? What copy do you have?
I bought it new. Yeah.
Because I got an OG baby first press.
Damn, how much was that?
It came in a lot. Actually, it came in a lot that I bought with a bunch of Grateful Dead stuff. And this is how I found out about the Velvet Underground. Just because I was like, okay, this fucking guy likes the Grateful Dead this much, then I'll spin this. And I mean, it's beat to shit, and there's a lot of noise. But damn, dude, it's a fucking first press.
Yeah, that's pretty rad. How much did those go for? A couple hundred?
Yeah, at least.
Fucking
easy.
Stupid.
Dude, my Nico, I paid $130 for it. $130 for it? Yeah. It's got a fully unpeeled banana. It's not a first press, but it's an early second press. So
that's still cool. I mean, I guess if you like that shit, that's cool.
Dude, it's got the unpeeled banana. Like, come on. You never see the fucking unpeeled banana. I got a killer deal for mine, too. Actually, the guy I'm opening the record store with cut me this deal with this one.
Nice. Well, shout him out. Who is it?
Yeah, David, baby. Huge shout out. As if that makes a difference to the billions and billions of Davids on this planet Earth.
I don't even know if David listens to the podcast.
As if like our listeners are sitting there. Oh yeah, David. I know David.
I know
sure.
David.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
a cool guy.
He's a cool dude. Yeah, for sure. That's awesome. Good for you guys. Whatever. Okay, let's get into how you think the Velvet
shit.
Underground are fucking overrated. So let's.
We did a whole episode on it.
You're right. I think you got your ass chewed for that one continuously on that episode because to say the Velvet Underground are underrated is that's wrong. If anything,
Well, they're overrated. That's what I said.
you're right. That's what you said. But if anything, they are underrated. They are not talked about
Well-
enough in common circles.
Well, that's not true, dude. Well,
God damn, this band is just so friggin' good.
oh, by the way, people listening, if anybody ever wants to go back and listen to old episodes, I am putting them up. I'm putting them back up on all the streaming sites. It's taking me a while, but I'm doing it slowly but surely. I think I've put back out up through last September. All the episodes from now until last September are back up. So I still have another 2 years worth of episodes that I'm re-uploading to all the streaming sites. So eventually you can go back and listen to that Velvet Underground episode. But
So good. God, I don't fucking understand how you think that band is even just like adequately rated,
they're just
let alone
Lou
overrated.
Reed is. I just don't get Lou Reed. I don't get it at all.
What don't you get?
But see, that's why the self-titled one is so much better than Nico, is because you have that. I forgot the guitar player's name. The new guitar player who actually did a lot of the songwriting with Lou Reed, and it's like it just shows that like, dude, Lou Reed is not that good. What the fuck is his name? Who am I talking about?
So I'm not going to say that he's not that good. I'm going to say that he is that great, because, but like, what do you expect from him as like a guitarist?
I'm not expecting like crazy guitar playing. I'm just saying like the songs in general. I don't think the Velvet Underground songs are that strong. I really don't.
Even on that song title, he wrote most of the songs.
Lou
And
Reed,
the guitar-
are you sure?
It was. But I think you like Loaded though, right?
I don't remember. I don't remember.
Because John Cale was the I think the original dude, and then they had that dude Sterling come in for the second and third.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, but I don't see. No. They are not
All right,
overrated.
So what other bullshit do you have coming up?
That is completely wrong. Here we go with this one. You'd hate this one too, didn't you?
I hated this one. Yeah.
So the next one I have is Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan. Because of my pick of the week, I got into a really big folk thing. So I was listening to a ton of my folk section that I've neglected outside of Neil Young for a long time. And it's just like, damn, I have a lot of good. My personal collection is full of a lot of bangers. Okay. I don't know about yours. Actually, I do know about yours. Yours is not full of a lot of bangers, but my personal collection is full of a lot of bangers. And this is one of them. I've seen enough, okay? I've seen enough. The Times They Aren't Changing. This is his third album. This is 64. This is my favorite album by him. This is one that we almost did in the pod, but I asked you if you hated it, and then we changed it to the other one because you probably hate this one. This song,
I didn't like it.
this song is my favorite Bob Dylan song. This is the song that really got me like dive deep into Bob Dylan. The Lonesome Death of Hattie Carroll, and this is the first album that he did where he wrote all of the songs. So, he had some covers and some what do you call them, like
Interpolations.
They're like mainstays, right? Like Black Betty, like that's like a standard. There was a lot of standards on his first couple albums. Yeah. This is the first one that he did where it was all him. It was all original. And dude, the stuff that he covers here, just in this one song, you talking about like racism, poverty, just everything is here in just one song. And this is a guy this is 1964 from this fucking white dude that has a shitty voice and can barely play guitar from like the middle of the country. Terrible. But god damn, if this guy is not, he is the best songwriter of all time. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. There is no argument. There is nothing anybody could ever say to make me think otherwise. No way. He is the greatest songwriter of all time.
I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
And this song is just so fucking good. Did you not like this song at all?
No. And then when that harmonica hit, oh my god.
Oh god, I hope you like the next song. Okay, that's fine.
So I was listening to the Bob Dylan song while I was eating dinner, and Tammy said, ew, is this Bob Dylan? Is this what you guys are doing on the podcast today? This is terrible. So she did say that too.
What the fuck does she even know about anything? Okay, no, and no. All right. That's silly boy talk.
Oh, it's true. It's so good. All right. So what else you got?
That's it. The last thing I have here is this guy named Terry Telson and his album While in Exile. This was originally like 1975. This guy is born and raised in Chicago. He was a folk guitarist, kind of like tired of the scene in Chicago, came out to Arizona, and then settled on Prescott, but I think the locals call it Prescott, Arizona. And this album came about because he was tired of the music scene at the time and literally shut himself away in a cabin in Prescott for like 3 years and like didn't have any contact with the outside world outside of like the ranchers that were in the area in the early 70s. And then eventually wrote this album just because he just hated what he had become in the music scene. And the only reason why I know about this guy is because working at Rock This Town Records, this dude came in and he started this label called Skull Valley Records, which are based out of Phoenix. And this guy's aim is to essentially release like one album.
Oh, I remember this guy.
Every like 3 or 4 months about an obscure kind of like Phoenix-based artist. And he gave us a copy of this. And I was like, what do you want me to do with this? Dude, like, I don't know what to do with this. And like, do we sell it? Do we not sell it? But he had went around to all the record stores out here. Like I saw Desi had one at Uncle Aldo's Attic. Grace had one. Everybody had one. So that was cool. Clearly nobody bought them because they were still sitting there. But I don't know, man. I will say I wasn't hesitant about listening to this, but I put this in the back of my backlog just because I was just, I don't know. I
know
just
nothing about it.
I don't know nothing about it.
Yeah.
But I will tell you, man, I was fucking blown away by how great this album was.
Blown away.
Absolutely blown away.
Have you listened to any of the other things that this guy has released? Or not this artist, but the record label guy?
This is the only thing they've done so far, that he's done so far.
I felt like this was like a couple years ago.
This was this year, just early this year. I think he needs to get like funding and people need to buy the record because like, he's charging $30 for it, which is like a steep price to pay.
Yeah.
But I will say after this, like I love what this dude is doing. I think like bringing back these old guys that have fallen into obscurity into like the forefront, repressing their stuff, giving them a part of this money now because this guy doesn't even own his rights anymore. But now he can get money from these vinyl pressings. I think everything this guy's doing for Skull Valley Records is absolutely amazing, and he's doing God's work for sure. And anything that he puts out next, I'll buy. $30, I don't care. I'll buy it because
It's pretty cool.
This is fucking rad.
Yeah, it's a really, really cool idea.
What do you think about? Did you like the song though?
Not really. I just no, I didn't.
I thought I could get you with that synth sound in the back. That kind of like quick little synth thing because it's a little psychedelic sounding, but it's still. I mean, it's folk music.
It's just not my thing. I just don't really care for this style.
I would say this is one of those records that I finished it and I was like, nah, we got to do this again, and I put it on again.
No, we got to do this again.
I was like, nah, I wasn't even paying attention that much. I was playing Zelda kinda, so I had to put it down and just stare at the wall and be like, okay, let me soak this in.
Okay, now I get it.
God damn, this was unreal. This was so fucking good.
I mean, it's what you would expect from a folk music, but I mean, it's not my scene, not my thing.
Dude, this guy just has like this way of singing to where it's passionate, but it's kind of like toned back a little bit. Like you could tell he's kind of like reining it in. He's taming the horses. You know, he could kind of let loose. But there's this subtle like sadness in his voice, and even the music too, like the chords he's using, the progressions, how he's like singing on top of the chords. There's a subtle sadness, and it's just so good. Yeah. It's only been pressed one time before this, and that was in 1975.
Is this guy still alive?
I don't know. I can't find anything about him other than that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Did you have to create the Discogs page?
No, I think Skull Valley Records created it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's so cool though. I just thought that whole idea is awesome.
and there's only 300 copies of this thing made. Like I will, like no matter what this dude puts out, even if I end up selling it or purging it, I'll buy anything from Skull Valley Records because I like what he's doing.
Yeah. Does he have an Instagram or something that you follow?
He does. He has an Instagram. If you look at the Discogs page, he also has like a Discogs page. And
Okay.
then, yeah.
All right. Well, that was fine. It was fine. It's cool that it's on the streaming sites too. That is pretty cool. So
That
people,
was, weird.
so if people want to listen, you can go listen in the playlist that's in the description. So go check it out.
Check
Are
it
you have
out,
anything
baby.
else?
No, that's it. That's all.
All right. So I got a couple things in my backlog done this week. Well, actually, one of them is from my backlog, but so we'll just start with that one. It's Meshuggah. This is a metal fucking kind of not extreme, like death metal band. Been around for a long time now. This record is their latest record, their 12th record. Came out in 2022, called Immutable, and I mean, I like this band just to kind of put on in the background. They're just, to me, as heavy as it is, it's like calming. Like to me, it's good background music. Like I feel like I don't really need to focus or really listen, even though like some of the music is, especially the drumming is like super complicated and shit and fucking insane. But I don't know. I don't know. This band is so weird to me. I really, really enjoy listening to them. And this record was only $15. Got it used at Rhino Records a few months ago. And I don't know. I just thought it was good. It's just good death metal music. Solid stuff.
That's a fair statement. Like it's good background music. Like I know. Friend of the pod, Sloan, listens to a lot of really, really bad like black metal and just heavier things. And I've come to realize like unless it's a band that I've already known, that I know, that I can connect with, the same thing like kind of over and over gets drowned out by like the monotony of it all. So I can either only take like Meshuggah, for instance, because I don't know too much about him, just a couple songs over the years. I can only take like one or two songs at a time, or I can take them if I'm watching them live. In a live setting, I can pretty much sit through anything. But like if I'm listening on Spotify, I can only do like one or two songs. Otherwise, it's like, oh my God, again with this fucking thing.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like, to me, it's just good background music. It's like calming. This kind of music is calming to me. It's like also when I listen to Animals as Leaders, even though I think they're a better band, it's like I could listen to all their records and just have it on in the background and just having a good time. Just, I don't know. I guess maybe I'm turning my brain off a little bit. I have no idea. I have no.
I think you have to, because some of this music, even from these bands that are super successful, I mean, the same like complaint is had with like hip hop artists and like Eminem's discography and Blink stuff. That people say, oh, it just sounds the same. Like, so does this shit.
I know, right?
Like, fuck off, dude. It's like a lot of these albums sounds exactly the fucking same.
They do, and I understand, the complexity of the actual songs and what they're playing is crazy with different time signatures and all that, and I get it. Like, I totally get it, but throw some melody in there, man. Do something. At least with Animals as Leaders, like to me, even though they're an instrumental band, there is a lot of melody in the guitar playing. But with a band like Meshuggah, there's nothing really there. It's just heavy fucking music.
Every song I've ever heard by Meshuggah sounds like this. Like, it's not bad. I enjoyed it. It was cool. I don't remember anything about it, and I couldn't pick up on any kind of melody while I was going. But like, I did enjoy it, and it was good.
Exactly. My variant too. The variant makes no sense. It's like this sky blue marble. Does not match the cover whatsoever, because the cover is like a guy on fire, black background. Nothing about the light or the sky blue marble matches at all. This is also a European press, so it's actually. I mean, I paid $15 for it, but it goes for like $50 online on Discogs. So what a steal! What a steal!
There you go.
So can't complain about that. And this is one I've talked about on the pod before. I got it last year. This is Queens of the Stone Age, their self-titled record. I got this record right before they repressed it, like probably a month or 2 months before it got repressed last year.
Yeah.
So this is a bootleg copy. It's a red variant, which is cool, whatever. I really do love this record, but I put this on after Meshuggah, and seriously, the quality of this is shit. So
is it really?
I'm gonna be purging it. Yeah, it's extremely quiet, and there are no dynamics to it. Like it's just, at least on the first side, it's weird. The first side is super quiet, and yeah, no dynamics whatsoever. And then you put on side B, and then all of a sudden it's super fucking loud, but it's like an abrasive loud. Like nothing's balanced about side B.
So
And
weird.
This is also an album that should be on 2 LPs because the album's a little bit longer. So that's another, downside of it. And even maxi, I mean, I don't have the greatest bookshelf speakers, but whatever. When you max it out, it's still pretty fucking loud. But with this record, dude, it was just, it's a terrible pressing. Terrible bootleg. So I'm going to purge it. I'm going to buy an official copy. Because I mean, you have an actual, like the reissue,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it was like
With
$30.
repress.
It was still kind of expensive.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a solid fucking record, and it
No, it
sounds
sounds
good, right?
great. Yeah.
Yeah, so I gotta get a new copy of it at of that repress, and then purge this one. So I'll probably bring it to Desert Grooves and have you guys deal with it.
We'll sell anything, baby.
Sell anything. Yep. So I don't know. That's what I got for this week. Got anything else?
No, that's it. That's all.
All right, some new songs that came out this week. We start with this brand new band called Dead Icarus. This is a band from ex-vocalist Alex Varkatzis from Atreyu. He was fired from Atreyu in 2020 for who knows why. And Atreyu has gone on to put out some really shit music. And Alex comes back with this new band, and it's not the greatest, but it's pretty fucking solid. Like it's aggressive. It's kind of more like in the Swedish metal kind of thing, which they never did in Atreyu. And so it was kind of cool hearing that. Parts of it reminded me of Soilwork a little bit, but I like his voice. It's a very unique voice within the metalcore scene, or within really any scene that has screaming. He has a very distinctive voice, and I really like this. I like this song a lot. And I saw it first. Atreyu's Instagram was like flooded with like, oh, check out Alex's new band, like on all of Atreyu's new posts. And then I think they started to delete comments and shit because everybody was talking about it. Yeah. So
Petty.
yeah, very, very petty. So
Yeah, dude, this is way better than anything that we've heard from Atreyu in the past several years.
Mm-hmm.
And I like this. I thought this was cool. It was fun. It was like that double bass wasn't super fast, but it had was kind of like rhythmic. That it was just fast enough to be like, oh, that's a cool little double bass. But you probably get done with 1 foot anyway. I thought the song was fun. It was fun and exciting.
It's like a 5-minute song. It has some good guitar leads, a little guitar solo.
And he sounded great, like vocal wise.
Yeah, he still kills it. I mean, he's been doing this since the late 90s. He still sounds exactly like he did back then. It's pretty cool. It's like I said, I like his voice. It's very distinct, very noticeable in the scene. So, yeah, Dead Icarus, new album's going to be coming out, I guess, in a few months. Go check it out. Support local music. Support independent artists. Go do that. Check it out. Especially if you like Atreyu. You'll probably like this. Or good Atreyu, I should say. Because even the last album that Alex was on, that Inner Wake record, was fucking horseshit. It was terrible. But Alex was barely on it. I think they were like trying to kick him out of the band. But anyway, that's a whole nother thing we can get into with Atreyu at another time.
Yeah, that'd be fun to do.
Well, I guess. So this other thing, Bullets and Octane, they put out another new song, Believe in the Lie. It was
Okay, so here's what I get. Here's what I got with this one. Okay. I like what they're doing, but I don't like how they did it. I like how this is more fun and kind of like bouncy, and it drops into that chorus, and the chorus is really explosive, and it's just fun. I don't like this song.
Okay.
I like what I like where your head's at. That's what I think.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I totally get what you're saying. It's
still like rock and roll sounding.
It is, but I also don't remember what it sounds like right now. I have no idea what the song sounds
I don't
like.
either. I don't either. But I remember distinctly, like, holy shit, dude! Like the way you guys dropped in this chorus was super fun. Like it built up a little bit, and like dropped us into this pit, and then we're all just bouncing, and moshing, and having a good time, and smiling and goofing off.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
the song was
yeah. It was fine. I mean, it's much better than the last song they put out. That pirates thing that they were doing, the pirate shanty thing.
yeah, that was
so terrible.
embarrassing.
Yeah, that was fucking awful. But yeah, go check it out. Check out these songs. Check out the playlist.
Just
in the
repress the
description.
revelry, my God! Who?
Or
If
just
you want to make
press
fucking
it.
money, just repress the fucking.
They've never pressed
even
it.
pressed it.
They've only pressed one of their records, and that was like one of their new ones. So their
Jesus
first two
Christ.
records, which I think they should they should press the first two records, the Revelry and In the Mouth of the Young. They should definitely press. I don't know why they don't. It's stupid. Do like
press-
500. Do 500 of
Yeah.
each, or 300 of each, even. Because you know that shit's not going to sell.
$30.
Yeah. Because
If
you
you
know that
press
shit's not really
500
going
at
to sell.
$30, that'll sell out.
I don't know. Bullets aren't that.
They have enough. They had a solid following.
If
though.
this is 2006, 2007, then for sure it would sell out. But now,
But all those people
I don't
are
know.
our age, and what like people our age buy like the most of is like nostalgia. Like we spend a lot of money on nostalgia, and everybody that went to any of those shows is going to buy the Revelry on
Sure,
vinyl
I
for $30.
guess. I mean,
That's
yeah, look at our
easy
record
money.
collection. So,
Yeah, of course.
all right. Well, I don't know. I'll reach out to Gene, the singer.
Just
I'll
do
ask
it.
him.
Just do what I tell you to do. It's not hard. Just do what I fucking tell you to do.
I'll actually DM him and ask him. Hey, you guys should really think about pressing the Revelry and the second album too. So just see what he says. I bet it's because I bet they haven't done it because they probably don't want to pay out the band members because they've burned so many bridges, or at least Gene has.
It's rock
I
and
doubt
roll,
that.
baby.
I'm sure that's why they've never pressed it. But whatever. Yeah, whatever.
Whatever.
So, do we have anything else on this episode?
No, that's again. That's it. That's all.
All right. Well, thank you all for listening. Go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars, subscribe to us, tell all your friends, follow us on social media, and stay tuned for the main episode because it's going to be all about Sublime. So that's it. That's all.
Really, what we got?